Good morning, everyone. So in this week's Torah portion, we have the final 3 plagues, which ultimately leads to the freedom of the Jewish people. But at the end of the Torah portion, the Torah gives us the mitzvah of tefillin, the phylacteries, that we should place on our hand and on our head as a remembrance for the exodus of Egypt. And the question is, what is the connection between tefillin and remembering the exodus from Egypt? And so when we come to the idea of freedom, we find something interesting. On the one hand, we all love freedom. But on the other hand, you could be a slave to freedom. Because if freedom means I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, there's so many choices in life, and therefore we could always be saying, well, I want to be free, so I can do anything I want. So therefore I have to pursue every single desire and every single joy and pleasure and entertainment possible. But the fact of life is, we are not free to do everything. We have to choose. We can't pursue all careers. We have to choose one career. One husband or one wife. We can only choose one direction, and then we have to pursue it with focus and determination. And so therefore the heart sometimes wants many things, but the mind guides the heart in a specific course of action. And that's the message of Exodus from Egypt, that all of us should pursue freedom in our lives. But the way we do it is by using our mind to guide our hearts, to not allow our hearts to lead us in many different directions that may be an obstacle and an impediment and an encroachment on our true freedom, which is to choose a meaningful path and be successful in that direction that we've chosen, and not be deterred or distracted by all the other temptations that may be all around us. You know, there's a story told by this Orthodox rabbi who was traveling with a group of his students on a skiing trip. And they came to a place in Australia 6 hours outside of Sydney, which is called Coma, Australia. And they drive into this skiing town. And what do they see? They see big signs. And the signs say, Torah is the best, all over town. They were shocked to see signs that say Torah is the best in this remote skiing town in Australia. As far as they knew, there were no Jews there, no synagogues, no Chabad's there. Why are there signs all over that say Torah is the best? And so they started to inquire. What they discovered is that there was a young lady by the name of Torah Bright, and she was an Olympic gold medalist. And it was 2010, and she had just won the Olympics, and the town was so proud of her because she was a local snowboarder. And so they put up signs to welcome her back from the Olympics that say Torah is the best. They were astonished, and they wanted to learn more about her. So they went. They inquired about the family, and they discovered that the mother of Torah, this young Olympic snowboarder, had a perfume shop in town. So they went to her perfume shop and started to talk to her. And they said, yeah, my daughter's name is Torah, T-O-R-A-H. They said, why did you name your daughter Torah? And she told them the following story. She said that every time she was pregnant with her child, different children, she always had an inspiration what the name should be. But when it came to this daughter, she was pregnant, she didn't feel any inspiration. So she said, my other daughter had a piano teacher who happened to be Jewish. So I was talking to the piano teacher, and I asked the piano teacher, I'm having this baby, but I haven't had an inspiration what to name the baby. And this Jewish piano teacher said, you know, the holiest book in Judaism is the Torah. And the Torah means a spiritual message and teaching. Maybe you should name your child Torah. I said, that's a perfect name. And sure enough, I decided to name my daughter Torah. And they called Torah on the phone. She happened to be skiing in Utah at the time. And they had a wonderful conversation, the rabbi and the students, with Torah. And she told him that she always had a connection to the Torah because of her name. And she said that although snowboarding is a very freestyling sport, she always had a lot of discipline and focus in her life, and has led a meaningful and modest life, because she understands that while snowboarding is all about freestyling and free living, we must combine our passions with focus and determination and infuse the messages of Torah. And this is coming from a girl who is a Mormon living in Coma, Australia. Yes, as the signs all over town said, Torah is the best, because Torah gives focus, meaning, and purpose, and elevates every aspect of our lives. Have a wonderful day.